Hello, welcome to This Is For Me. I'm your host, Trisha, and this is for asking yourself questions. Maybe it's one question, maybe it's several. Okay, I'm going to get to it. This episode is going to be very much hippy dippy, very much introspection, all that. So if you're not into it, I mean, you're probably not into me, so that's fine. You're probably not listening or watching. And I say listening or watching, guys, this will be on YouTube. Last week's episode just it won't upload to my Anchor app, which is what puts my podcast on Spotify. There seems to be no rhyme or reason. I did the same thing that I always do, and we don't know. We don't know. I tried about 20 times, and I think I'm good. So hopefully that was a fluke and this one uploads. But if it doesn't, this is just going to turn into a YouTube podcast. So find me there. Look for Trisha Kemi. Look for This Is For Me. You'll find it. Okay. All right. Now, I'm like trying to put this in an order, but it's not. And we all know I just wing it. All right. I'm going to say the holidays, the busyness we all get into. A lot of people say, I can't wait for the holidays to be over. There's some people that say they love the holidays, but at least what I find is a lot of people can't wait for them to be over. It's so much going on. It's stressful. People feel drained. But then there is this, I'm going to say a lull after the holidays, like a post-holiday hangover. And I don't think it's just for people like myself that work in industries where you are really put through the ringer on the holidays, really tested. I think just everyone, no matter where you work or you don't work, there is like the energy. The energy in the universe is different, like the whole collective energy. And I think a lot of people reassess their lives, reassess how they're spending their time, reassess, I guess, like if they're even happy. Maybe they're not thinking of it that deeply, but I don't know. I feel this. I feel this and I hear this with my friends, with myself. It's like I don't know, you don't even have time or energy to check in with yourself. And then this post-holiday lull, you're like, wait a minute, what's going on? I did my closet cleaning and then that was emotional. We did a whole podcast about that, like going through my past. So anyway, I was trying to like get into my highest energy because that's the whole science of manifestation. I'm sure some people are going to be annoyed by me using the word science, but whatever. The theory is that you need to align your vibrational energy with the energy of what you want the end result to be, right? Like if you have particular goals or particular vision for what your happiest life looks like, you're supposed to feel those emotions and project those emotions of what you'll feel when you have the things you want. And then that helps all of the things you want come to you because you are on the same vibrational frequency. Like when someone is down and out, just constantly being of the energy of like, this sucks, everything bad happens to me, I'm a victim, I have no control over my life. Like that is no abundance has ever come to a person that has that attitude, okay? So, anyway, that's going to look different for everyone and we all have different goals. But I was having a moment of introspection. I've been having several, and the question I thought of was, what would my highest self do? And it's in every situation, guys. It's helping me. Like every time I get this tinge of stress, whether it's from, I mean, now I have two jobs, right? I'm a property manager and then my regular job. Like every time I feel a little stressed, I pause in my head, and it can be like the quickest moment. No one would notice around me, and just say to myself, what would my highest self do? And whether it's like you're annoyed because someone asks you what you think is a really stupid question, what would my highest self do? My highest self is patient. My highest self is kind. So then you act in a way that is patient and kind. And then you feel good about yourself, right? Because we all can get annoyed. We can all be tired. But when we get snippy and kind of bitchy and catty, like it doesn't feel good. It feels icky. And I don't want to be. I don't want to have those feelings, right? Even when I think someone is just being stupid or lazy, I don't want to act in a way that's going to make someone feel worse about themselves. Like that just doesn't feel good. So I ask myself, what would my highest self do? And it makes me act with more kindness. And then, even when it comes to, I don't know, your own free time and what you do with it, a lot of us, especially I think for couples, you you spend your free time trying to make someone else happy, right? Like, oh, I would love I would love to come home to a clean house. So I'm going to clean the house for my partner so that when they get home they have a clean house, which is great. But if you don't get the reaction that you want out of them, that I feel like ends up lowering your energy and you feel defeated. And a lot of us, your actions are I don't know if I can find the right word. Not incumbent. Just your actions are kind of hanging on to your someone else's reaction. The reaction you're hoping to get. Okay? You're doing an action in hopes of getting a particular reaction. All right. So that was a long way to get there, guys. We got there. Instead, I would say just throughout the day, what would my highest self do? Because even me, I have free time this weekend, next weekend. As far as I know so far, no property managerial obligations. But I will have like a list of to do things, whether it's cleaning or exercising. And these are things I really love to do. But I'll get in this mindset of like they need to be done in a particular order. And then if you just stop, and for me, being present is really a problem. I guess not as much of a problem as I observe from other people, but it's something I'm going to say maybe it's not a problem. It's just something I want to constantly work on is really being present and appreciating every moment because no moments are guaranteed. Like you can feel quiet and like there's nothing going on and possibly lonely, but then there might be a time when you can't get a moment alone and you're surrounded by people and all you want is your peace and a moment alone. So like just try to appreciate that. Anyway, even when you are the only one to be accountable to, asking yourself, what would my highest self do? My highest self is happy, right? And productive and sets themselves up for success. So my highest self would get all my smoothie stuff ready for the week. My highest self would get the cleaning done so that she can just relax and enjoy her yoga. It sounds so as I'm saying it like it sounds so silly and simple, but I don't know, guys. It's just helping. Even when okay, closet cleaning is we're going to go back to closet cleaning. How I think we tend to save our favorite things for other people or for like being witnessed, like, oh, I'm just alone, so I don't need to wear this like cute matching set, right? Like right now I'm wearing a really cute matching set. You can see it on YouTube. All right. But you're alone. And I feel like a lot of us feel like, well, that's wasted. No, it's not. My highest self feels cute all the time. My highest self gets energy by feeling cute. All right. Just, I don't know, guys. It, I recommend. I recommend. Going back to last week when I said I wanted a massage, guess what she did? She booked herself a massage because my highest self does not need permission to quote unquote splurge on something she's craving if my bank account has the money to do it. So I did it and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So, anyway, I'm just going to say whether it's your own priorities, whether it's even dealing with family drama, friend drama, maybe you're just not interested, don't want to mess with those low vibrations, don't want to get mixed in with other people's drama because it sucks your energy. My highest self has boundaries and does not spend time on fruitless endeavors, meaning trying to comfort people that don't want to be comforted, that want pity and sympathy. My highest self does not give out my energy like that because my energy is precious, it is magical, it is unique. And if you know me, you know this. In fact, recently I had to cut someone off and tell them simply, unless it is pertaining to business matters, technically, because it's my second job. I was friendly with this person, but I said from now on, only reach out to me when it pertains to apartment dealings. If you need something for the apartment, if something needs to be repaired, no favors, no let's hang, no chit chat. I don't really want to know about your social life. And this person is so desperate to get back into my good graces because I'm sure we've all had this where you have a friend who is special and unique. Hopefully, you think all your friends are special and unique, but where you feel a difference. Once you have an energy in your life, if it is taken away, you feel a difference. This person is really feeling this difference, but I can't. I now have all this energy back that they can't randomly come in and suck away from me. And it's so powerful. My highest self has such strong boundaries and expresses their needs. And I love it. I love it. I really think this one phrase, and I'm new at this, guys, and I'm going to keep using it in every different sense. I think it's going to help everyone. Even spending money, would my highest self waste money on, I don't know, fill in the blank? Like, I'm bored. I will be bored on my couch now. I use that term loosely. I do agree that only boring people are bored. An old boss of mine used to say that, and I agree with her. But, there's like rare moments in the evening when I'm on my couch, all the work is done, all the workouts are done, all my food has been eaten, whatever. And my highest self is working on her finances, okay, and working on her frivolous spending. Perfect example, I know that the massage day, I'm going to have a whole spa day, guys. Like, I'm doing a mineral bath, I'm doing a massage, then I'm going to buy myself sushi. Obviously, I'm going to tip everyone well that's providing me with all of these services. And I'm so excited about that. And I'm going to feel fantastic about that. I'm going to feel renewed. But my highest self does not spend money because they are bored and seeking some kind of rush. Okay. And I really can be victim to these Instagram ads, guys. They have my number, they got me. They know that she loves a pretty dress. They know that I love bathing suits. I love lacy pretty things. I have all these things though. I have lacy pretty things. I have bathing suits. I have dresses. I live in upstate New York and it's wintertime. I don't need anything. I have food. I have everything I need. And I don't need to be just wasting money on frivolous items. So I've only been doing this for, again, a couple weeks. My bank account is looking better. Part of it's post holiday, but still looking better because I'm not making these little purchases for this little rush. Okay. Um I really think that's not it. Okay, we're going to go back to how my podcast would not upload. It's very frustrating, and I'm not saying I don't care. I'm not saying that. It's not frustrating. It is. I'm not technically inclined. I'd like to change that narrative into I'm becoming more technically inclined. At the same time, my highest self has perspective and is not going to allow this little misstep put me into a tizzy because I'm aware that of everything I just listed, I have everything I need. I have food, I have shelter, I have clothing, I have friends, right? I have 2 jobs. I have a lot, right? And I am making a podcast called This Is For Me, and it's literally for me as a creative outlet, just something fun. Some of my friends who I would Marco Polo with for years now would say, I love your Marco Polos, or even my husband or even my partner listens to you talk. So I thought, hey, this would be fun. I love podcasts. But no one really asked for this, right? I hope that especially my eating disorder episodes and body dysmorphia stuff, I really do hope that at some point someone finds these things on YouTube or on Spotify and it helps someone, because a lot of that stuff people suffer with and people are scared to talk about it, feel awkward saying it. It's a difficult conversation, but I hope it helps someone. At the same time, again, this is for me, and me not being able to upload an episode of a podcast that has literally like 5 listeners, if that, and not all weeks at all, that is not a real problem. And my highest self has perspective. Okay. Let's finish with my movies. I like to tell you what I've been watching. I oftentimes just watch stuff on YouTube. I have podcasts going on in the background while I clean, while I work out, do yoga, etc. But last night I did watch 2 movies. One was with Jonah Hill, and it's called You People. Eddie Murphy's in it. Uh, Julia Louis Dreyfus is in it. I think that's her name. Elaine from Seinfeld. You guys know she's amazing. Okay, and it's about an interracial couple and their dynamic, and then their parents, like the Jewish family is trying to be like super woke and they have the best intentions, but it can be very cringe. And then, you know, Eddie Murphy, so it's his daughter, and he is like testing Jonah Hill to see if he's like worthy. And it's cute. It was funny. Some of it's like you kind of already know where it's going. So, I'll say it's entertaining, and well acted, not entirely unpredictable, but the message is positive. Okay. The movie that I don't think a lot of people have seen, it's with Aubrey Plaza and it's called Emily the Criminal. And I'm going to say it was like a 7, but then the end made it a solid 8.5 for me. It really did. It also kind of made me want to get into credit card fraud. Just joking. Just joking. Those are jokes. I'm not serious. But the end kind of might make you want to do that. But then don't forget that she does get beat up and assaulted. And yeah, I don't want any of that in my life. So let's say no. All right. Hopefully, this will be on Spotify. If not, find me on YouTube and follow me on Instagram at Trisha Kemi, TikTok at Trisha Kemi. In fact, my highest self needs to learn how to upload just at least clips of this to TikTok so that I don't know, like more of me is out to the public. I don't know. I have more TikTok followers than I think even Instagram followers. So, there's that. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week. I will be having my spa day next Sunday. So excited. And final message, just with all of your actions, ask yourself, oh my God, guys, this is so good for, I'm sorry. I keep trying to wrap up and then I'm interrupting myself. For people with New Year's resolutions, like of eating healthy, I don't need that. Obviously, we know I'm full on like orthorexic with my clean eating, but this would be a good one for people when they're struggling with their resolutions. Is what would my highest self do right now? My highest self would do what will make themselves feel good, would do what is beneficial for their body, would do what is going to optimize their cellular functioning, would do what is going to optimize their aging. My highest self would eat for dinner what's going to make them feel the best in the morning. Okay. Yeah, it's confirmed. It's a great question. Everyone asks themselves that. In relationships as well, my highest self would be patient. My highest self would put myself in the other person's position and not just think of serving me or my own ego. All that, guys. All that. Okay. That's all. Take care.